Hello Summoners, my name is Nathan Ng and welcome back to another ProGuides video. Today we're going to be going over the top 5 strongest bot lane duos that you and your favorite duo partner should be abusing. Speaking of favorite duo partners, I replaced Kangas and now I'm playing with Tia. Hopefully he doesn't get too jealous.
Starting off our list, we got Samira and RELL. With Samira's recent nerfs, she's more reliant on Elite than ever before. That being said, it's hard for her to step up at times due to her removal of her escape tool as well as the reduction of her early game damage. RELL, on the other hand, suffers when she engages on a fight that she can't really receive proper follow-up on, because once she's in, there's only one team getting out alive. A champion like RELL is the perfect support for somebody like Samira, and vice versa. RELL functions as Samira's engage and peel due to how long she can go ahead and CC the enemy, and how well she can go ahead and follow up on Samira's fights. With both of their early game powers combined, they're able to nearly kill any foe that they get on top of, and with their great kit synergy, it's fairly easy. Let's quickly glance over a few combos that work extremely well for this power duo. Every time RELL engages, Samira can quickly follow up with her passive to extend the knockup duration. That's a fairly simple combo, but what many players fail to do and realize is that it also works the other way around. Since Samira is able to dash to the enemy minions, she can often be a quick form of engage on the enemy due to RELL's stun. If you want to surprise your enemy, have Samira dash into them and then have RELL stun them with her E. After that, you're free to hard engage with RELL's entire kit. Another neat thing about this duo is that RELL's ultimate is able to constantly pull enemies away from Samira. This means champions like Leona can't easily use their point and click CC to stop Samira's ultimate. Nonetheless, if you run into this bot lane, be sure to play safe, because once this duo gets ahead, they're going to snowball the game into oblivion. Let's quickly go over the builds for Samira. For Samira, you're going to want to take Conqueror, Presence of Mind, Legend Bloodline, and Last Stand. For your items, be sure to build Shield Bow as your mythic item and choose your choice of Defensive Boots or Berserker Greaves. Then grab a Collector, Infinity Edge, Bloodthirster, and to top it off with either Guardian Angel, Lord Dominik's, or Mercurial Scimitar. As for RELL, be sure to take Aftershock, Fond of Life, Bone Plating, Overgrowth, Biscuit, and Cosmic Insight. Alongside this, don't forget to build your support item as well as a locket to maximize survivability. The rest of your build is your choice of Defensive Boots, Zeke's Convergence, Knight's Vow, and Thornmail. Next up, we've got the classic Lucian and NAMI lane. This lane is extremely powerful, and it plays to both their early game strengths, as it allows them to synonymously deal high amounts of burst damage and take great trades. They cover each other's weaknesses extremely well, as NAMI provides the sustain that Lucian needs for lane, and Lucian provides her with the safety of a powerful early game laner. Both Lucian and NAMI love to step up to their enemy laner and take short, quick trades. Whether it's Lucian's Q and passive or Nami's heal with a few autos, they both slowly poke out their enemy through great base damage before completely engaging them for a kill. Some great combos that you want to pull off with these champions is to have NAMI buff Lucian with her E right as he goes in for the trade. Not only will this empower his auto's attack from his passive, but his Q will also gain additional damage alongside her Aerie providing him a small shield. This works similarly to the enemy attempting to poke Lucian. Once you see the enemy laner go for harass, you'll want to trade with Nami's heal so that Lucian comes out ahead of the trade. Overall, both of these champions are able to quickly enable one another and follow up on their powerful early game spikes and lane pressure. Before we move on, let's quickly go over their builds. For Lucian, be sure to take Press the Attack, Presence of Mind, Alacrity, Coup de Grace, Taste of Blood, and Ravenous Hunter as your runes. This will provide you with an even stronger early game that NAMI can play around. For your items, build Kraken Slayer, Berserker Greaves, Essence Reaver, Navori Quick Blades, Infinity Edge, and top it off with either Mortal Reminder for anti-heal or Lord Dominik's for additional tank shred. As for his fish counterpart, be sure to take Aerie, Mana Flow Ban, Transcendence, Scorch, Biscuits of Rejuvenation, and Cosmic Insight for your runes. Your items follow a standard enchanter build. We'll dispel Thieves' Edge as your starting item, Moonstone Renewer as your mythic, and Lucidity Boots. Finish off your build by going Ardent Censer, Staff of Flowing Water, and top it off with either Redemption for stronger teamfight potential or Mikhail's versus heavy CC. Before we continue on with the video, let's quickly go over our question of the day. What is your favorite bot lane duo to play as? For me and my duo partner, I love playing as Lucian and Kangas, or Braum. Same thing, really. I don't know how many times I made the joke, but come on. Kangas is Braum. Lucian and Braum is just really fun for me, and it's very oppressive. Anyway, let me know your answers in the comments down below. Nonetheless, let's get back into the video. While we're on the topic of classic bot lane combos, let's take a look at the infamous Caitlyn and Morgana duo. This powerful lane is one that strikes fear in many professional teams and can often lead to single-handed solo queue victories. While they're not as great as they used to be, this lane shouldn't be underestimated. Caitlyn's immense lane pressure is backed up by the safety of Morgana's Black Shield as well as her strong wave clear. Their combos are fairly simple, but they synergize extremely well. If Morgana ever lands a Q, it can be easily followed up by Caitlyn's trap and Q for a high amount of damage and potentially even a kill. This works the other way around as well, but it won't be as common. Regardless, this lane allows Caitlyn to play as aggressive as she wants, since the enemy can't look to hard CC her without taking a massive amount of punishment in return. If someone like Nautilus looks to engage on her, Morgana simply black shields Caitlyn. Then Caitlyn uses her net to get away. Afterwards, they both follow up with their trap and binding combo to chunk off Nautilus out of lane. Let's quickly look over their builds. For Caitlyn, you're going to take Fleet Footwork due to its great movement speed and trading potential, then grab Presence of Mind, Legend Bloodline, Coup de Grace, Nimbus Cloak, and Gathering Storm. To amp up these great scaling runes, you'll be building a Gale Force, Berserker's Greaves, Storm Razor, Rapid Fire Cannon, Infinity Edge, and top off your build to the Lord Dominic's for additional tank shred, or Mortal Reminder for the anti-heal. As for Morgana, be sure to take Comet, Mana Flow Band, Transcendence, Scorch, Stopwatch, and Biscuit of Rejuvenation for your runes. For your items, be sure to grab Spell Thieves Edge, Imperial Mandate, Mobility Boots, Zania's Morellonomicon, and No Redemption. While this build isn't as flexible, it provides Morgana with powerful team fighting and laning boosts, as well as giving her roaming potential. Next up, we got Vayne and Lulu. This combo isn't as common as something like Lulu and Kog'Maw, but it's way easier to pull off, and for many, it's a lot more fun. Vayne is well known for her weak laning phase, but a powerful mid to late game spike. That being said, Lulu provides her with a powerful crutch in the early stages of the game by giving her the much needed stat like attack speed, shielding, and even additional damage. Lulu's strong laning phase allows her to empower Vayne and have them win lane in most cases. It doesn't stop there, however. Once Vayne builds a few items, Lulu can only make her stronger than ever before and allows her to shred tanks and squishies alike. Their combo is relatively simple. Whenever Vayne is going in, have Lulu provide her with buffs early on. Later in the game, Lulu will have Ardent Sensor, which means that you're better off polymorphing anybody that gets near Vayne, since she'll probably be getting attack speed from your other abilities. To quickly glance over their builds, as Vayne, be sure to take Press the Attack, Overheal, Alacrity, Coup de Grace, Taste of Blood, and Ravenous Hunter as your runes. For your items, build a Kraken Slayer, Berserker Greaves, Phantom Dancer, Infinity Edge, Mortal Reminder, and top it off with either a Guardian Angel or a Bloodthirster. As for your amazing Yordle support, Lulu will be taking Airy, Mana Flow Band, Transcendence, Scorch, Biscuits, and Cosmic Insight. For her items, she'll be taking Spell Thief as her support starting item. Then, grab a Moonstone, Lucidity Boots, Ardent Sensor, Staff of Flowing Water, and then finish it off with a Redemption for teamfight potential or Mikhail's to counter any hard CC. Before we continue, if you enjoy content like this, be sure to visit us at ProGuides.com so you can go ahead and become part of the ProGuides family. If you never tried the ProGuides subscription, don't forget from now until the end of the month, you can use the discount code RANKUP2021 for 20% off your next subscription. Just head over to the website, enter the code for your sweet discount. If you've always wanted to test it out, now's your chance. Let's jump back into the video. Kai'Sa has been in a powerful state lately, which has a ton of players wanting to pick her up in solo queue. One of her strongest supports for her is unironically another powerful support, who is well known for his magnetic anchor and high base damage. And when I say magnetic anchor, I mean it. That stuff hits you, no matter where you are, I swear. Nautilus provides Kai'Sa with a strong laning phase that also has high kill potential. Due to his high amounts of CC, his entire kit allows Kai'Sa to do extra damage with her passive as it gains stacks off of ally crowd control. Aside from this, in teamfights, Nautilus is able to ult squish your target, which provides Kai'Sa with the mark for her ultimate. She's able to quickly follow up on this engage and burst down the priority enemy. This bot lane duo doesn't seem to have any real combos as their kits revolve around each other so well. Whenever Nautilus finds a hook, it's best for Kai'Sa to use her W when she is near max stacks of her passive. Be sure to also look for engages from afar, as the enemies often forget that Kai'Sa can join Nautilus in a fight from far away with her ultimate, so be careful of that. Let's see what builds match this powerful duo. For Kai'Sa, you're going to want to build Halo Blades, Taste of Blood, Eyeball Collection, Ravenous Hunter, and Legend Bloodline. This rune page provides you with even more early game power since you'll be able to quickly proc your passive in one rotation with Nautilus. For your items, be sure to grab Kraken Slayer, Berserker Greaves, the Collector, Ruinous Hurricane, Infinity Edge, and either a GA, Mercurial Scimitar, or even a Zania's if needed. As always, your goal is to get your Q evolve as soon as possible, so be sure to buy a Serrated Dirk, Pickaxe, and a Noon Quiver early on. As for Nautilus, he goes for the standard Engage tank build. For runes, you want to take Aftershock, Shield Bash, Bone Plating Unflinching, Biscuit of Rejuvenation, and Cosmic Insight. For your items, grab Relic as your support item, lock it as your mythic, and then go Mobility Boots for the extra roam potential or Defensive Boots if you feel like you need the extra stats. Afterwards, pick up a Zeke's Convergence, Knight's Vow, and Thornmail. Before we close out this video, we want to provide one last honorable mention. Seraphine and Swain is the combo that is extremely polar by nature, but they fit each other very well. Both of them are able to follow up on their engages as well as provide a strong amount of damage early game. That being said, this combo is extremely niche, and with Seraphine getting nerfed soon, it won't be as common. Regardless, be sure to give it a try as it's a lot of fun and can give you and your duo a great way to build synergy. You hear that, Kangas? You gotta try this, man. We're falling apart. Let's go over the Strange Duo's itemization options. For Seraphine, be sure to take Summon Airy, Manifold Band, Transcendence, Scorch, Biscuits of Rejuvenation, and Cosmic Insight. As for her items, grab a Moonstone, Lucidity Boots, Staff of Flowing Water, Chemtech Putrefier for anti-heal, or Ardent Sensor if you want to buff your team. Then go ahead and finish up by grabbing Zanya's, and either grab a Redemption, Mikhail's, or if you didn't grab it earlier, an Ardent Sensor. As for Swain, be sure to grab Electrocute, Cheap Shot, Eyeball Collection, Ultimate Hunter, Stopwatch, and Cosmic Insight as your runes for additional early game burst. For your items, pick up Spell Thief's Edge, as Swain is the one supporting in this lane. For your mythic, be sure to grab Leandri's, then Sorcerer's Shoes, Zanya's, RELL and top it off with Demonic Embrace. This combination of items will allow you to survive in fights and deal damage while doing so.
If your duo just refuses to play some strong combos with you, dump them, and then play with me. I need friends. Anyway, be sure to hit that sub button, and don't forget to join us on Discord so you can go ahead and stay up to date with new uploads about the news, patches, tier lists, and in-depth guides. We'll be seeing you guys in the next video, and until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful day. Peace.